What's up, everyone at Youth4Neighbors? I'm Nick from Fleece and Thank You. We're going to take you on a little tour of our operation here and get you ready for your event. Follow me, guys. So Fleece and Thank You started in October of 2015, and we had the mission to make every single kid in the hospital a colorful fleece blanket and a video message of support. This is our operation now. We've just turned 3 years old. This is where we work out of. You can see Alyssa in there. Everyone wave to Alyssa. Hi, Alyssa. We're going to take you out to where all the magic happens. This is the Fleece and Thank You warehouse. This is where we make tens of thousands of kits every single year. And these kits are what you're going to be making at your event. Now, Fleece and Thank You started for me when I had a friend that I was really close to that was battling a hospital treatment. I noticed that when they were done with their hospital treatments, they would tell me about how lonely they were and how tough it was without having friends in the hospital. So I said, well, what if we could give every single one of those kids a colorful piece of comfort on their bed to help battle that treatment journey? And even more than that, what if we could give every single one of those kids a friend? So every Fleece and Thank You blanket kit, boom, has a special patch on it. And that patch will carry a video message from the blanket maker to the recipient. That recipient can then watch that message, feel loved and supported by someone outside the hospital, and then they can actually send a message back to the blanket maker. So now let's talk about how we're going to make these blankets. You guys have 50 blanket kits. Now, a blanket kit is 2 pieces of fleece, a print and a solid. So you're going to open up your blanket kit, spread it out nice and big, and just like when you're eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you want the 2 pieces of bread to be nice and even. So if the fleece isn't even at all, just make sure you trim off that crust anywhere. Now, after you've trimmed off the crust, you've got 2 even pieces of fleece. You're going to cut a square out of each corner of that blanket. How big should that square be? That's a pretty good question. About the same size as the patch that's on that blanket. After you've cut a square out of each corner, you're then going to cut strips around the entire outside of the blanket. The width of those strips should be about 2 or 3 fingers wide, and you're going to cut those strips to the depth of the square. Now, after you've cut squares out of each corner and strips around the entire outside of that blanket, you're going to tie those strips together in a double knot. Now, this is a very important step. You're going to take the top layer of fleece, that print layer, and tie it to the bottom layer, that solid layer, in a double knot. So we're taking 2 pieces of fleece, tying them in a double knot. Very important that it's a double knot. If you don't know how many knots you tied, make it a triple knot, make it a quadruple knot. Just don't make it a single knot, because then you have a blanket with a video message that has your face on it that comes apart in the wash, and we don't want that to happen. So squares, strips, double knot all the way around. After you have tied all of those strips in double knots, you might have a blanket that looks something like this. A finished blanket with lots of these awesome things on the end. Double knots. After you've done that, you're going to make your video message. For that, you can just log on to fleeceandthankyou.org/video right on your phone. You can actually film that message and upload it right to our website. After you've made that message and uploaded it to our site, it's going to give you a special code. That code is going to get written right on this patch with a black permanent marker. So again, you make sure you go to on your phone, fleeceandthankyou.org/video, upload that video right to our website, and it's going to give you a code. You write that code right on that patch. After that, you're done. Today, you're going to help make 50 blankets for 50 children facing some kind of hospital treatment. These blankets are going to go just a couple miles west of you to South Bend to the Children's Hospital there. Guys, I have to say a huge, huge thank you to all of you that supported this event. Thank you to everyone who coordinated. Thank you to everyone who's there today making blankets. Thank you, thank you, thank you on behalf of all the warriors that we serve in the hospital. This is going to make a massive, massive difference. One last thing for you guys, kind of a PS. When you're making that video message, a lot of people ask, what do I say? It's a really good question. Standard message would be, hey, my name is Nick. I'm here in Indiana, and I made this blanket just for you. I hope you stay warm. So that would be the average message. But I've been told that you guys are an above average group. So the best thing that you can do is to make a video message that is super creative and exciting and funny. Because for a lot of these kids, it's a diagnosis they didn't want to hear. It's a room they don't want to be in. It's not their bed, it's not their pillows, and it's not their blankets. And this is going to be the first good piece of news that they get in a day. So make this message as funny and awesome as you can. Sing, dance, fall over, whatever you want to do, make it great, just like the great people you are. Thanks so much, Indiana. Talk to you guys soon.